Why I advocate the Zeitgeist movement, the Venus Project, and a resource based economy is because I have seen the monetary system do nothing but destroy lives, including my own. I grew up in a two-parent home where both of my parents worked, and they worked very hard and very long hours. And probably on a weekly basis, they would be arguing about financial issues, about trying to make ends meet. In a two-parent home that is working, you should be able to make ends meet. And it's sad that they still couldn't, as hard as they worked, and they still couldn't. And it affected my childhood. I had to be home after school a lot of days, third grade on up, to take on the responsibilities of an adult and watch my brother and sister until my parents came home. I mean, granted, this didn't happen every day, but it happened enough. And, I had to cook for my family at a young age because my dad was too tired and my mom was working late sometimes. And these are times in your life where you should be enjoying your childhood and exploring and living out your passions and just being a kid. And I didn't get to do that as often as I like. And work was so stressed in my family that by 14 I was working. Got pregnant at 16, had my son at 17, worked through my pregnancy, by the way, and was on my own at 17. Working jobs I didn't like, jobs I had no interest in, on and off throughout the rest of my life, and still to this day doing things that I don't enjoy or like to do, all for the sake of being able to have money to get my family the things they need. And that's sad. And how is that living? How is working a job just to get by, a job you don't even like half the time, just to get by, how is that living? It's not living. It's not living to me. Can you honestly sit there and say, some of you, that's living? It's not. And you're an utter fool if you think it is. And unfortunately, you're probably blinded by what the media puts out there to try to make you think that the monetary system is working and it's the way to live. Having a job does not validate you as a person. Living your life with passion and doing the things you love and are interested in, that is what makes life worth living. Living in a world without war and scarcity, that is what makes life worth living. Why is it so hard for some people to see that? Why don't people want to see that come into and happen before it's too late? I mean, what the Venus Project and the Zeitgeist movement are presenting to people, it's got to be the most beautiful idea I have ever heard in my life. To live in a world where everyone has shelter, food, clothing, you're able to explore your passions and do what you love in life, enjoy your family. I mean, really enjoy your family and your friends and everything this earth has to give to you or offer you. Why should any one resource be only given to a group or an individual? It was given to all of us, so all of us should be entitled to it. not only obtain it for, through the monetary system by having to pay for it. That's craziness. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I only pray that the world will wake up before it's too late. And if you have children, I mean, please, please think about that. Seeing how the world is right now, do you honestly believe years from now that it's going to be looking any better for our children? If things don't change, it's only going to get worse. And I don't mean change slightly in the monetary system. I mean, we need to get rid of the monetary system. It's not working. Open your eyes. Sit back. Look at everyone around you, family, friends, people on the street. Go to a homeless shelter. I know the one by my house has a line of people sitting outside of it all the time. Or people just sitting around it because they have no place to go. That's sad. That's sad. How can you honestly sit there and ignore that? I mean, I guess some people can, but I can't. I can't ignore that. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart when I see a child who doesn't have the things he should have, that he's entitled to. I mean, even for myself, I have so much passion and creativity just inside of me, just bursting, wanting to get out. And it's sad that I can't always get it out. And it's unfortunate that some of my creativity is starting to dwindle because it's not being used enough. And that's depressing. It's really depressing. We have to change, people. And the time is now. Please think about this with some common sense. Really take it in. Really just sit and marinate in the idea of a world of abundance and resources, for everyone without the monetary system. And just sit and feel what that would feel like. It feels amazing. It feels amazing to me. We need a change. And the time is now. Please wake up.